Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Sorry for the late start. Hello, hello. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Ellie. Shout out to McKinley. Hello, welcome. Shout out to Cynthia. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Cynthia Lopez. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Shout out to hello everyone. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. I know I'm like 2 hours late. Normally I live stream 2 hours earlier. So thank you so much for joining. I truly appreciate it. I don't know if people are gonna show up. You're welcome, Riley. Thank you for being here. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Orlando. Hello everyone, welcome. Shout out to Ocean. Shout out to Geo. Thank you so much, Riley. I truly appreciate it. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Vanessa. Shout out to Castiel. Thank you so much. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Castiel. Thank you for your support. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Destiny. Happy early birthday. Shout out to Ryder. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Ryder. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Alonzo. Shout out to Josiah. Shout out to Kimberly. Shout out to Quinn. Shout out to Oliver. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Bryce. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Arjun. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to T. Shout out to Creep360. Hello everyone. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Aurora. Shout out to Keegan. Shout out to Mateo. Shout out to Mina. Shout out to Dahlia. Shout out to AK Awesome. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to AK Awesome. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Lara. Shout out to Ellis. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Victoria. Whoopsie, I spelled it wrong. Shout out to Victoria. There we go. Shout out to Declan. Shout out to Steiner. Shout out to Fabricio. Shout out to Julia. Shout out to Oreo Cookie. Oh no, Kitty, sorry. Shout out to Oreo Kitty. Shout out to Julia, I got you. Shout out to Jimena. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Rosa. Shout out to Saya. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Sunset. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Ava. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to Ariel. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Lyra. Shout out to Lucia. Shout out to Jeanette. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Jaden. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Ariana. Shout out to Kay. Shout out to Max. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to Liliana. Shout out to Valentine. Shout out to Valentine. I'm gonna write it again because it looks like a T. Shout out to Valentine. Shout out to Ariam. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Angela. Shout out to Arsalan. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Easton. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the shout outs. Shout out to Cora. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Avira. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Caitlin. Shout out to Edan. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Edan. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Jeremiah. Shout out to Juliana. Shout out to Big Jim. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Gage. Shout out to Loval. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Orion. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Ruthish. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to what was it? Adeline. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Ashton. Shout out to Ashton. There we go. Shout out to Roland. Shout out to Grayson. Shout out to Isaiah. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Hattie. Shout out to Bristol. Shout out to these people. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the shout outs. I live stream every day around the same time, but actually I normally live stream 2 hours earlier than this, but I kind of got caught up doing some other things, and that's why I'm a little late today. I'm so sorry for being late. So thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Adelina Love. Thank you so much. Adelina says, your videos make me so happy. Thank you for your support. That means a lot to me. I'm happy that I can share some joy, and my videos bring you joy. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate your support. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Caitlin. Shout out to Jiren. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Paola. Shout out to John. Shout out to Sadie. Shout out to Jose. Shout out to Paulina. Shout out to Isaac. Shout out to Micah. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to Edwin. Thank you, Paulina, for your support. Shout out to Ariana. Shout out to Ariane. Shout out to, is it Revel? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your patience. Shout out to Mia, or Maya. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Wade. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Alexander. Shout out to Kason. Shout out to Leon. Shout out to, is it Mrs. Dykes? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Thank you for your support. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Wesson. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Angelina. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Pau, oh I missed it. Pau Seisei. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Oh no, I messed up. Shout out to Kylie. Shout out to BB. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your patience. Shout out to Fatima. Shout out to Carter. Shout out to, is it Roca or Rocha? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Gojo. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Slada. Shout out to Jordan Jamal. Shout out to Callie or Collie. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Paisley. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Serenity. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Jasmine. Oh, I already put Jasmine. Oops. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your support. Shout out to Iris. Shout out to Kaleda. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Allie Owen. Shout out to Mr. Gray. Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Fatima. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the live stream. Shout out to Cornelia. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Hunter. Shout out to Sammy. Shout out to Brianna. Shout out to Amifi. Shout out to Vaughn. Shout out to Diana. Shout out to Donicio. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Xavier. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Anish. Shout out to Alexis. Shout out to Macy. Whoops, I messed up. There we go. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Buckhead Zombie. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Kendall. Shout out to Xavier. Xavier Escalante. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Ariana. Shout out to Janaya. Shout out to Ariane. Shout out to Whitney. Shout out to Blaze. Shout out to Wenda. Shout out to Trinity. Shout out to Angela. Shout out to Kylan. Shout out to Montana. Shout out to Weston. Shout out to Annabella. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Sabrina. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to these people. On to the next page. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the live stream. I also post other content. I hope you can check it out and support my channel. I would truly appreciate it. I do content like this. I do tutorials. I hope you can please check it out. I would truly appreciate it. I also do tutorials like for birthdays. Let me show you. With Valentine's Day coming up, I do Valentine tutorials as well. So like something like this. I hope you can check it out. I would truly appreciate it. Like that. I also do these kind as well. I show you how to make these cards. So I would truly appreciate it if you check out my channel. And please share with others if you know others that might be interested. Okay, on to the next page. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Please write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Muffan, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Muffan. Shout out to Elodie or Elodie. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Blake. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Aileen. Shout out to Carson. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to, is it Gianluca? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Priscilla. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Priscilla Rodriguez. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Joseph. Shout out to Isabella. Shout out to Anaya. Shout out to Priscilla. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Priscilla Rodriguez. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Emily. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Ivan. Shout out to Kara. Or Kara. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Najma. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Jacob. Shout out to Tilly. Shout out to Penelope. Shout out to Sammy. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Lola. Shout out to Dominic. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Mau. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Hekma. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Hunter. Shout out to Holden. Shout out to write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Varian. Shout out to Morgan. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Vince. Shout out to Reagan. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to Zachary. Shout out to Shira. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Kalesi. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Leisha. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to Haley. Shout out to Daphne. Shout out to Kensley. Shout out to Kiari. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Tayden. Shout out to Uzziah. Shout out to Kaylee. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Ava. Shout out to Samantha. Shout out to Belle. Shout out to Noelle. Shout out to Damien. Shout out to Nay. Shout out to Paolo. Shout out to Girl. Shout out to Letitia. Shout out to Vanellope. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to Rooney. Shout out to Kobe. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Gray. Shout out to Anaya. Or Ania. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Rylan. Shout out to Kylie. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Brittany. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Oasis. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Briley. Shout out to Ezra. Shout out to Tiana. Shout out to Tana, or Tona. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Indy. Shout out to Rain. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the live stream. Shout out to Zoe. Shout out to Bubba. Shout out to Kamaya. Wait, I think I spelled that wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. Shout out to Yuri. Shout out to Danielle. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Paisley. Shout out to Edwin. Shout out to Adeline. Shout out to these people. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the live stream. I also post other content like this. I do tutorials of how to make cute greeting cards. I would truly appreciate it if you subscribe or if you like my content. It would mean the world to me. I also show you how to make content like, or not content, tutorials like these. I would truly, truly appreciate it if you support my channel. It would mean a lot if you subscribe or share. And also little cards like this as well. So these are like birthday. I do holidays. I also do, with Valentine's Day coming up, I also do Valentine cards. I hope you can check it out or share with someone that you know that likes to do these kind of like arts and crafts. I would truly appreciate it. Your support means a lot to me. So if you can subscribe or if you can like the videos or both, it would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. Shout out to these people. On to the next page. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. So for live streams, I do shout outs, and then my other content is the DIY greeting cards. I hope you can support my channel. I would truly appreciate it. Shout out to Aaliyah. Shout out to Kaden. Shout out to Aaliyah. Oh, I just put Aaliyah. Shout out to Vanessa. Shout out to Kadian. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Or Kadeen. Shout out to Vecna. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Mackenzie. Thank you for subscribing. Mackenzie. Shout out to Edwin. Shout out to, thank you, Olivia. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to Delilah. Shout out to Mau. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Natalia. Shout out to Cassie. Shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Alexandra. Shout out to Mercedes. Shout out to Treasure. Shout out to Nija. Shout out to Tice. Shout out to Raylan. Shout out to Haley. Whoopsie. There we go. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Zachariah. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Shaquan Berkeley. Shout out to Kyler. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Polly. Shout out to Aaron. Oh, I just put Aaron. Shout out to Alexander. What was it? Alexander. Shout out to Valen. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Gwen. Shout out to, is it Polly? Shout out to Yuna. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to Christina. Shout out to Chloe. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Daphne. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Nadia. Shout out to Zane. Shout out to Hudson. Shout out to Betsy. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Noah. I'm so sorry if I haven't gotten to you. Shout out to Mackenzie. The chat is moving a little bit fast for me. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the shout outs. Shout out to Kayana. Shout out to Kalia. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Tanjiro. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to the Magical Cheese Wizard. Shout out to KJ. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Naya. Shout out to Tristan. Shout out to Musna. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Molly. Shout out to Tanjiro, I got you. Shout out to Peanut. Shout out to Holly. Shout out to Savannah. Shout out to Liam. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Layla. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Lena. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Kara. Shout out to Musa. Shout out to Cami. Shout out to Shayla. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Elizabeth. Shout out to Addie. Shout out to Carla. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Carly. Shout out to Jayla. Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Mariana. Shout out to Jimena. Shout out to Mesa. Shout out to Nina. Shout out to Sadie. Shout out to Piper. Shout out to Loriana. Yes, Priscilla, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Priscilla. Shout out to Abdullah. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Alyssa. Shout out to Jim Hopper. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Athena. Shout out to these people. Please like and subscribe. If you enjoy the shout outs, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Like I said earlier, please support my channel. It would mean a lot to me. I post tutorials like these. If you're interested on not only the live streaming, but also on like tutorials like this, I would truly appreciate it if you check it out. I also do Valentine cards and holiday cards. With Valentine's Day coming up, I do tutorials on these kind of cards as well. Same with Valentine cards like this. Okay, like that. I would truly appreciate it if you check it out. I really like doing these cards. I think they're really fun to do, and I like sharing these tutorials with everyone. So if you're interested in it, I would truly appreciate it if you check it out or share it or like with your friends. I also do like a lot of Hello Kitty Sanrio characters. If you're interested, I do different little tutorials like this. I hope you can check out my channel. I would truly appreciate it. And then same with just little stuff like that. Yeah. And then I think let me show you one more. Here's my other one. And then just little things like this. So I would truly appreciate it if you check out my channel or share my channel with others that you think might be interested. It would mean a lot to me. I do tutorials like this instead of just you know, buying a birthday card. I do tutorials of how to make one. If you're interested, I would truly appreciate it if you check it out. But yeah, I do a lot of those kind like this as well. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking my live streams. I hope you can also like my other content. I will see you all next time. Thank you for taking the time to write your name. I truly appreciate it. Your support means the world to me. So thank you for stopping by and for writing your name. Take care, everyone. I will see you all next time. Bye. Thank you.